What is happening, AI enthusiasts? Welcome back to ChatGPT Insights, where we break down the absolute latest in artificial intelligence. The tech world moves at warp speed, and if you blink, you might miss the next seismic shift. Today, we've got a packed show that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. We're diving deep into the latest from OpenAI, exploring user frustrations, groundbreaking hardware concepts, and even a little friendly rivalry. Get ready for some unmissable updates. First up, did OpenAI totally screw up the ChatGPT 5 launch? Users are slamming the latest iteration as unfriendly. We've got the inside scoop on what's going on. Then, Sam Altman is back, this time talking about the future of AI hardware. He believes current computers just aren't built for the sci-fi dream of a true AI companion. What does this mean for your next device? And in some spicy tech beef, OpenAI's CEO makes a jab at Elon Musk's Grok. We'll break down that jab and then look at a fascinating deep dive into the societal implications of AI, exploring the concept of hyperreality and our potential loss of control. Stick around for all this and more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. ChatGPT 5 launch backfires. Users revolt against unfriendly update. Did OpenAI botch the launch of their most anticipated AI model yet? Early reports suggest a significant user backlash against ChatGPT 5, with many describing the experience as unfriendly and a step backward. This unexpected reception has sent ripples through the AI community, raising questions about the direction of conversational AI development. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman himself admitted that the company totally screwed up the launch, a candid confession that points to internal missteps in the rollout of their flagship product. Sources within OpenAI suggest that the aggressive push to release ChatGPT 5 may have led to compromises in user experience and a departure from the intuitive, helpful interactions that users have come to expect. The specific issues cited by users range from a perceived increase in evasiveness and a lack of directness in responses to a more rigid and less adaptable conversational style. Some have even reported that the AI is more prone to refusing requests, even those that fall within acceptable use policies, leading to frustration and a feeling of being policed by the technology. This shift from a more accommodating to a seemingly more restrictive AI is a significant departure from previous versions. While OpenAI has not detailed the exact technical changes that led to this altered behavior, it's widely speculated that the updates are aimed at mitigating risks associated with AI misuse, ensuring greater safety, and maintaining brand integrity. However, the execution appears to have alienated a core user base that valued ChatGPT's flexibility and its ability to engage in more open-ended conversations. Industry analysts are closely watching the situation, with many noting that user perception and adoption are critical factors in the success of any AI product. The market impact could be substantial if users begin to seek alternatives that offer a more user-friendly experience, potentially ceding ground to competitors. Benchmarks are hard to come by for user experience, but community forums and social media are ablaze with discussions. Hashtags like ChatGPTFail and BringBackOldChatGPT are trending, with users sharing anecdotes and memes illustrating their negative experiences. The sentiment is clear. While the underlying technology may be advanced, the user-facing experience has taken a hit. This has led to a critical discussion about the balance between AI safety and user accessibility, and whether OpenAI has struck the right chord with this latest iteration. But is the problem with the software or the hardware it runs on? Sam Altman has some thoughts on that. We'll explore his vision for the future of AI devices next. Sam Altman, today's computers can't deliver the sci-fi dream of AI companions. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has stirred the pot again, suggesting that our current computer and smartphone form factors are fundamentally ill-equipped to deliver the true potential of AI, particularly the sci-fi dream of a seamless, proactive AI companion. This bold statement comes as generative AI continues its relentless march forward, outpacing even academic timelines, with some experts claiming AI's dominance might be established before a PhD can even be completed. Speaking on the People by WTF podcast, Altman elaborated on his vision. He argued that for AI to truly act as a constant companion, deeply integrated into our daily lives, it needs a different kind of hardware. Current devices, he explained, are too binary, either on or off, in your pocket or in your hand. They lack the continuous, ambient presence required for an AI to proactively assist, remind, or alert you to important information without constant, explicit prompting. He envisions a future where AI is not just a tool you access, but a presence that anticipates your needs and integrates into the fabric of your day, much like we see in science fiction. This isn't the first time Altman has highlighted the hardware gap. He previously stated that while the AI revolution might not strictly require new hardware, users would undoubtedly be eager for new devices if they enhance the AI experience. The underlying premise is that the very architecture of today's computers was designed for a pre-AI world, and the rapid evolution of AI necessitates a rethinking of hardware and software design. This sentiment was echoed by Google CEO Sundar Pichai, who noted the difficulty of achieving benchmarks like artificial general intelligence, AGI, with existing systems. OpenAI is not merely theorizing, they are actively pursuing this vision. The acquisition of Jony Ive, Apple's legendary former design chief, and his AI device startup I.O. for a staggering $6.5 billion signals a serious commitment to hardware innovation. Reports suggest Ive and OpenAI are working on developing a new generation of devices, potentially including headphones and cameras that move beyond the traditional screen and keyboard interface. Altman has even hinted at a beautiful device that users won't need a case for, adding a touch of his characteristic flair to the ambitious project. The goal is to create hardware that facilitates a more natural and intuitive interaction with AI, making the technology feel almost transcendently good. However, this deep integration also raises significant questions about trust and privacy. Altman acknowledged that these next-gen devices will require a high level of user trust, as they will inevitably have access to intimate aspects of our lives. The ability for AI to make judgments on our behalf hinges on our confidence that it consistently acts in our best interests. This push towards ambient, deeply integrated AI companions marks a significant shift in how we might interact with technology, moving from active command to passive, yet proactive, assistance. But while some are dreaming of sci-fi AI companions, others are engaging in a bit of tech industry sparring. Sam Altman took a jab at Elon Musk's Grok AI. We'll break down that jab and then dive into a fascinating analysis of AI's societal impact next. Altman takes aim. OpenAI CEO mocks Musk's Grok and AI jab. In a move that's sure to fuel the ongoing AI rivalry, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has publicly taken a swipe at Elon Musk's AI chatbot, Grok. While the exact context of the jab wasn't fully detailed, Altman's comment, "Some companies go," implies a subtle dig at the approach or perhaps the perceived quality of competitors in the rapidly evolving AI landscape. This playful, yet pointed, remark highlights the competitive spirit driving innovation in the AI sector. This exchange occurs against a backdrop of intense development and public interest in large language models. Both OpenAI's ChatGPT and Musk's Grok are at the forefront of this technological wave, each vying for user attention and market share. The AI space is characterized by rapid iteration, with companies constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Altman's comment, though brief, suggests a confidence in OpenAI's trajectory and perhaps a subtle critique of where other major players are heading. It's a common tactic in the tech world for leaders to subtly position their offerings against rivals, often through carefully worded public statements or interviews. The remark was made in the context of the TOI Tech Desk's coverage, a team dedicated to bringing the latest technology news and analysis to readers. Their reporting spans everything from gadget launches and reviews to in-depth analyses of AI trends, cybersecurity, and social media platforms. The inclusion of Altman's jab within their broader tech reporting underscores the significance of these intercompany dynamics in shaping the public perception of AI technologies. While the specifics of what prompted Altman's comment remain open to interpretation, it's clear that the competition between AI giants is heating up, leading to these kinds of public pronouncements. It's worth noting that Elon Musk has also been vocal about his views on AI, often expressing concerns about its potential risks and the need for regulation, while simultaneously pushing the development of his own AI ventures. This creates a fascinating dynamic where innovation and caution, or perhaps competition and criticism, are constantly at play. The user impact of such rivalries is often positive, as it drives companies to improve their products and offer more compelling features. Whether Altman's jab leads to a more direct response from Musk or further refinements in Grok remains to be seen, but it certainly adds an extra layer of intrigue to the ongoing AI race. But beyond the corporate jabs, there's a deeper conversation happening about AI's role in society and our potential to lose control. We'll explore that critical analysis next. AI and the peril of hyperreality. Are we losing control? In an era dominated by artificial intelligence, a profound question emerges. Is AI itself the danger, or is it the human tendency to engineer and inhabit hyperreality, amplified by AI, that poses the true risk? This provocative idea, explored through a dialogue with ChatGPT, suggests that our surrender to curated visions, driven by economic, cultural, and psychological conditions, could lead to a loss of control far more insidious than AI acting autonomously. The core of the argument posits that focusing solely on AI regulation misses a crucial point. The real danger lies not in the technology's potential for self-direction, but in the human systems that shape its deployment and our perception of it. ChatGPT identifies several key conditions that create material incentives for hyperreality and reckless AI deployment. These include the concentration of capital and decision-making, speculative markets, winner-take-all dynamics, and a pervasive optimism bias or techno-salvationism. Furthermore, the elevation of individuals to visionary status, often based on wealth accumulation rather than verifiable outcomes, and the narrative capture facilitated by a complicit media establishment, all contribute to a reality that is increasingly curated and detached from objective truth. Culturally, the frontier mythos encourages a view of progress that downplays risks, while the attention economy prioritizes bold, attention-grabbing ideas over nuanced, boring truths. Psychologically, our innate biases in processing novelty and authority can make us susceptible to these curated visions. These factors combine to create a societal plasma, a complex interplay of economic, cultural, and psychological forces, where meaning is manufactured, often at the expense of genuine understanding and control. This analysis draws a parallel to historical instances where societies lost control even without advanced AI, suggesting that AI merely exacerbates these pre-existing human vulnerabilities. The concept of the body politic, once a metaphor for a healthy, functioning society, has been trivialized, leaving us ill-equipped to address systemic issues. ChatGPT's diagnosis points to a civilization that prioritizes perception over reality, driven by economically motivated myths that ultimately lead to a relinquishing of control to technology and the elites who manage it. The critical question then becomes, can AI, through its analytical capabilities, help us recognize and rectify this mistaken trajectory? Or is this very notion a further manifestation of the hyperreality we are trying to escape? The dialogue suggests that understanding these underlying conditions, the economic incentives, cultural narratives, and psychological predispositions, is paramount to avoiding draconian regulation and regaining a sense of collective control. It's a call to examine not just the rules we impose on AI, but the societal structures that shape our relationship with it. So, we've covered a lot of ground today, from user frustrations and future hardware to AI rivalry and societal control. It's time for a quick recap of all the major stories. And that wraps up another electrifying episode of ChatGPT Insights. We've seen users revolt against ChatGPT 5, heard Sam Altman's bold vision for AI hardware, caught a glimpse of the tech world's competitive spirit with a jab at Grok, and delved deep into the critical societal implications of AI and hyperreality. What a ride! If you found this episode valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to ChatGPT Insights for your weekly AI fix, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Also, Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and follow us on all our social channels to continue the conversation. We'll see you next time.